So this is my Azure portal, and I have created a resource group with the name SA Demo RG, and this is the resource group that I'll be using for storing and creating my storage account. So let's get started with creating a storage account. So on the top uh, pane, you'll have a search field here. So click on here and type storage demo 10, and then you have to select the region where you need to create your storage account. So I'll be selecting US East 2. So I have in the previous slides told you about the performance tiers in storage account. So there are two types of performance tiers. One is standard and another one is premium. So in the standard storage account type, you have general purpose v2 account, and in the premium you have page blobs, block blobs, and file shares. So you can use this accordingly to your usage or the scenario. So I'll be selecting standard here, and there are redundancy options, that is locally redundant or geo redundant or zone redundant. You want to select anything. I'll be selecting LRS here. Let's click on the advanced option, and in the advanced section when you scroll down, there is a option for the access tier. So there are two types of access tier, which is hot and the cold. So what is the difference between hot tier and the cold access tier? Well, if you're using this hot tier, so hot tier is, you can use hot tier if you want to access the data frequently from the storage account. And while in the hot access tier, your storage cost is higher than the accessing cost. So and in the cool, the storage cost is low and the accessing cost is higher in the cool access tier. So you can select these options according to your use cases. Like if you want to access your storage or the data frequently from the storage account, you can go with the hot tier. And if you are not touching your data from for the long time, then and you have minimum requirement to access the data, then you can go for the cool. So here you can just store your data with the low cost and access the data whenever you want. Here I'll select the hot tier. Let me click on the next. So here's the networking option, where you have three options, whereas one is public endpoint, another one is for selected networks, third one is the private endpoint. Here I'll be selecting public endpoint, which is for the all networks. And let me go to the data protection field, and in the data protection field you get an option to enable soft delete for blobs. So what does that mean? What is this soft delete? So in the storage account, if you have stored any data and you have mistakenly deleted any of your data from the storage account, and you have enabled this soft delete option here, so your data will be retained and won't be deleted for that time period you give here. So for like by default it is 7 days already given. You can change it according to your usage. Let me unselect this because I do not require this one now for the demo purpose. Next one is tags. So I do not want to put anything in the tags, but you can use this option according to your organization's need. Let me click on review plus create. It is running some validation. Let's wait for the, yeah, it has passed the validation. Let me click on create now. Now it is initializing the deployments, and the creation of storage account has started. Let's wait for it to complete. So now our storage account is created. Now let's click on go to the resources, and we have this storage account created with the replication type as LRS, account kind is GPv2, And on the left hand side you'll be able to see different data storage options, which is container, file shares, queues and tables. Let me go and create a container. When you click on container, this window will open. So let me click on this add container button and type in the name of the container on this storage explorer. So this is your Storage Explorer software that I have already installed on my PC. When I click on this add account button, then an option which you can click to add your Azure account. For adding your subscription, you can click on subscription, select the Azure, then click on next. After click on next, it will go to, like, it will forward it to the browser where you can sign in to your storage account. When it is completed, you'll get this option. It is authenticated. Now let me go back to my Storage Explorer. So you can see here is my account that is created, and I'll be able to see all the resources that are part of this storage, like that is part of my Azure. So this is my subscription, and here's my storage account on my subscription. But what what if I need to give the access to some of the user for specific container? So that can also be done, and it can be done using SASURI. Let me go and remove this account from my Storage Explorer, and let's re-authenticate to the storage account using shared access token. So there, when you go to your container, there is an option in the settings that is shared access token. Click on this shared access token, and you'll have options to configure your SAS tokens here, like what will be the starting time that user will get the access to this container, and what will be the expiry date for this token. So you can put it there. By default it is put for today's date, and expiry is for the tomorrow. Let me go and create, let me give the permission. List permission is always required if you are giving access to the user, because with the list the user will be able to see all the files uh, and in this container. So let me give the access, all the access to this token. Okay, I have selected all. Let's generate SAS token URL. So now SAS token URL is generated. Let me go and copy this. I've copied. Let me go to the Storage Explorer now, and let me now click on add an account. And in the add an account there are plenty options. As I said earlier, you can select blob container as we're giving the access to the container. There is an option that you can select SAS URL, because we have the SAS URL for our container. Now click on next, and let me paste the SAS URL here. It has automatically populated the name of the container from the SAS URL. Let's click on next and connect. So when I click on connect, you can see it is adding new connection, and it has successfully added my container, and it has opened successfully. So from here also you can upload, as I have given the permission to the user to upload a file. Let me upload a file. By clicking on this, you'll also have an option to explore into the local. So, and let me click on upload. After clicking on upload, uploading should start, and it is transferring from my folder, and it has done. So this is how you can use Azure Storage Explorer to upload, or if you want to delete. Let me not delete this one, and let me show you the reflect on the Azure portal also. So this is the container that we have created, and there is one file that we have already uploaded to Azure Storage Explorer, and it is visible here. You can see that. So this is the way how you can upload any file in your container in your storage account. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.